Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my favorites, and I have quite a few of them, but I'm going to make this video as short as possible, hopefully. I'm going to start with skincare anyway, and the first would be the Facialist mask, and it's actually the anti-blemish salicylic acid clay mask, and it's from Brennan. It's super, especially if you have acne prone or blemish prone skin. What I do is I cleanse my skin first and remove all my makeup first, and then some cleansing, wash it off, and then I apply this around my face, avoiding any eye areas, especially on my cheeks, which is where I get some breakouts, and my jaws as well. It is really good. It feels a bit itchy or stingy when you first put it on, and I think that's because it's got salicylic acid and it also has some vitamin C and the rest of that. It is really soft. The texture is really different because it's not really like a typical mask. It's like a mask in a lotion, no, in a liquidy form, or like a moisturizer form. Really, it's not really a pure mask, but I really like it. It is super. I put it on for about 15 to 20 minutes, do everything else I want to do, and take it off. My skin feels incredibly soft, because sometimes when you use some clay mask it feels dry, but this doesn't do that. It's really nice. So yes, and it's quite inexpensive. I'm not sure how much it is now, but at the time I bought it, I think it was about £5, so that's a winner. Still in skincare, I'm going to talk about my sunscreen, which is from La Roche Posay. I've actually used this for a really long time, I think since May, and that's when because that's about the time I went to Nigeria. It's called SPF 50, and it gives a broad spectrum coverage, which is covering you from UVB and UVA rays. I really like this. I've been very skeptical about using sunscreen for a really long time. That's just because some sunscreens I've used have been very heavy on my skin. I can't use it on the makeup, and they just give you that dreaded blue, you know, white cast in your face, which is really very unflattering. But this doesn't do that at all. It's a dry touch gel cream, so it's really soft, really light and soft as well. Goes on really well, and you don't actually see it, so that's what I really like, and it gives very good coverage. Anyway, next one is Retinol Reface, and this is from Indeed Labs. I really like this, and most times things that have retinol, I'm just like, oh, it's just another gimmick and the rest of it. I think I have the full pack. Yeah, so this is really good. It's very hydrating, it's very moisturizing. It says use it at night only, but I use it in the morning as well, and I use a sunscreen. I really like how soft it is. You know, sometimes when you cleanse your face it becomes tight and dry, you know. This just makes it really soft, improves the texture. As you all know, retinol helps with cell turnover, so your skin feels really soft and really fresh, and even if you're going to apply something else, it just goes on really smoothly. I think it must be some sort of serum, but I just use it as my moisturizer sometimes because I'm lazy. But yeah, it is really good, so good. This is my second one. This is the one I'm just using now, and I just finished this one. It's brilliant. The only thing about it is it's about £20. It's £19.99. By the time I bought it, I only paid £8 or £9, because Boots was having £5 off some favourite products, and then they had the £5 voucher of their magazine, so that was a huge bargain. And I'm just wishing I bought loads at the time, but you know, you never know if a product is going to be good or not, so you don't want to waste so much money. So that's that. What else do I have? I think that's it for skincare. Moving on to makeup, one of the things I've really been loving, and it's been very much highly hyped in the beauty and blogging world, is the Anastasia Brow Weave, and I have this in dark brunette, I believe. Where is it now? Oh no, this is in dark brown. Who knew? But this is really a very good color for my brows, a very good match. I like it because the nib is really tiny. The camera probably never picked this up, but I will try and do a close up. It is really tiny, it's so small, and I think that's the beauty of it, because it actually fills in your brows in a way that mimics the way your hair actually grows. So it's really good, and it's very tiny, and you have a really nice spoolie. Some spoolies are just, you know, dodgy, like they just don't do anything, but this is really, you know, firm, and it just does the job really well. I can't really fault this. This is really beautiful and it's nice, so it's definitely a favorite for me. Still in makeup, I have been very bad, that's true, but we'll talk about that later. one of the lip balms I've been loving, which is also very much hyped in beauty blogging world, is the Reve the Miel, and it's from Nuxe. It is so tiny but has a lot of products in it. I think it has about, how many grams now? 15 grams, which is a lot. It looks like this. It's very soft and moisturizing, and as a lip balm, you know, some lip balms feel super heavy. This feels a little bit heavy, but it's very moisturizing. You can use it at night, especially if you have chapped lips or really dry lips now that the weather is changing. This is really good, and I think it is worth every single hype that has been done. And I think it must have been £9, but it lasts for a really long time. I've used it since, actually, but a really long time ago now, but I haven't even made a significant dent in it at all, so it's really good and it's definitely worth an investment in. Next purchase was when I was really bad, so I bought the Dior Star foundation. Yes, again another blogger's favorite, and I've never really tried anything. Well, I have some high-end foundations like from Bobbi Brown and from Clinique and what else? And Lancome, which I really like, but I've never really tried anything from Dior. This is actually really good, and I'm wearing it today. I think with it is it goes on really smoothly, very light. You don't actually feel it, but it gives good coverage as well. What I would advise is, if you're buying it, make sure you actually go into a counter or a store to actually try it, because I don't know if I would say oxidizes, but it looks good in store, and even when you test it out, let's say outside, and then a few hours later it just looks a bit darker. I got the shade 040, that's 40, and this wasn't the shade I got initially. I got 50, and it looked nice in store, really nice. And then when I went back about 2-3 hours, it just looked incredibly dark. I was like, what is going on here? Like, read a few reviews and it's the same thing. Most people thought they were a particular shade, and then they've gone home and pressed the other one, then it's just showed a very different color or shade. So I'm in 40, which I'd never have guessed would be good for me, but it's really good, and I'm actually contemplating doing a show and tell with this, but I don't know, I'm lazy filming, I'm really even though I enjoy it. So that's it. It was £28.80. I think the normal price is £32, so in essence it's not really too bad, because I mean most of the foundations I buy are about that same range, so it wasn't too bad. For sealing powder, I have this HD powder, and it's from Cootie Cosmetics. I've mentioned them a few times on my blog, so I'll leave some links down below. I hope I do. I always say I will, and I always forget. But they're a Nigerian brand, which I really like, because the products are really good, and they actually suit people who have darker skin, especially people like us, or people like me. It's a HD powder, so it's a setting powder, and it's really beautiful. I mean, it doesn't look anything special until you use it, and it just goes on really smoothly. It just sets everything really well and just gives that kind of diffused look to your face, and it's just the perfect way to set your makeup. I really like it. And last for makeup, no, I'm lying, there's still two more. I have the Rimmel Apocalips, which I'm wearing today, and I have mentioned it in, I think, all my videos now. It's ridiculous. In my what's in my bag, it was there, and my drugstore makeup tag, it was there as well. I really like it. It is just a dusty pink, very light pink, but it suits, I think, any skin tone at all, because I've seen various people try it and it looks really nice, and I just like it. It's just perfect for every day. It's just one of those shades you want to wear every day. Just go, especially if you don't like very bright colors and you like colors that just look demure and, you know, sexy. So that's that for that. And another product I've really been loving is an eyeshadow palette, and that is this one. It's from Collection, and it's the Little Mix. It's all about the eyes palette. It has, how many shades now? 6. So it's got Feather, Sun-Kissed, Feather, Sun-Kissed, Golden Sand, Dazzling Brown, Cocoa Dream, and Blackbird, and it's just the perfect palette to take everywhere for every day. If you want to do a smoky eye, I really like it. The thing is, you can't find it anywhere else except in Superdrug, and even in Superdrug it's always sold out. So yeah, it's really nice. This is very good for brow bone. These two are good for lip colors. These are good for the crease, and that is for a smoky eye if you want to do one. Very nice. If you go to Superdrug and you find it there, just purchase it. It's really good. I think that is about all. Don't worry, it's not going to be a very long video, I promise. Oh no, I've seen one more thing that I've really been in love with, and I really have to include this. It's the Revlon Color Stay concealer. It looks like this. I think it is so brilliant, and I've mentioned in my previous videos I really liked the L'Oreal True Match one, which I still do, but I saw this in store and I think it was about £6 or so, but they were doing some offer, so it was quite cheap. But it's really nice. This is the darkest shade. That's just the only thing, because if you're darker than me, then you'll probably not find any shade that will be suitable for you. This is in deep. It is really nice, and I think it's even more of a perfect match for my skin compared to L'Oreal True Match in Cafe. So yeah, it's nice. I use it every day. I use it today. I use it under my eyes and on my blemishes, so it's brilliant. And I would think that's all for beauty and skincare and makeup, and that's that. For fragrance, I've been using the Giorgio Armani, Emporio Armani Diamonds Rose. This is it. It's almost half an hour. It is really beautiful. It's just a very feminine scent, which I really like. I don't really like very dark, not dark, but you know, like very strong scents, except when I'm going out in the evenings. But this is really nice. It's very, I think I'll say it's a mixture of flowery and fruity scent. Oh, it's just so nice. And the thing is, I actually got a very tiny, you probably can't see, a very tiny sample a long time ago, like in December last year actually. It was in a gift purchase from John Lewis, and I was like, oh, I really like this, it was so nice. And then I had a £10 voucher, I went in and I bought it in for £24.50, which is a huge bargain. It's so small and it just fits into my hand or my handbag. It's really nice. It's just really nice scent. And anytime I wear it, people say, oh, what are you wearing? Or something. I actually forget the name. I always say Giorgio Armani, and actually it's not. It's Emporio Armani. But yeah, it's lovely, and that is truly and really the end of all my beauty and skincare favorites, which I hope you've enjoyed. For non-beauty, I've only got 3 items, don't worry. And the first one is this RAVpower Juice Power Bank. I really like this. In my what's in my bag video, I showed you the smaller one, which is like the lipstick one, which I am never without. I always take it with me, because if you have a smartphone, you would know, especially if you have an iPhone, the battery drains so fast. Even when I'm doing nothing, I've switched off all my apps and put it on, you know, put everything off. It just goes, it just drains. Like, but you get what I mean. It is really good. It's big. You can charge your iPad, you can charge your phone, and it's just brilliant. I'm actually going to review it on my blog fully, but I just thought I should mention it. It's not very heavy. It's not at all, but it feels really sleek and smooth, and I just like it. It was sent to me for a review, and it's brilliant. And the good thing is, the light comes on, so you know how much it has charged or how much you need to charge it. And if you press it twice, no, this is really bad. It has a touch light at the end, so you can put it off. So yeah, I really like it. I've been burning this candle, and this one is from Sainsbury. It's the White Fig and Patchouli scented candle. Normally I don't burn candles during summer because it's so hot, but well, obviously now it's transitioning to autumn, or actually it's autumn, and it's nice. It's a really nice fragrance, and it just fills the whole room, and it was really cheap. I think it's about £1.50, which is brilliant. And best of all, you get a container at the end of the day to put cotton balls or to store anything, which we all like. So yeah, I like it. And last but not least, I can't imagine how long this video is going to be, but last but not least is this. And you're wondering what the hell is this? It is a Cutlery pack, and it's brilliant, especially if you're working or you go to school and you don't want to share anyone else's cutlery. This is really nice. You've got a spoon. I know it looks half, don't worry. And then you've got a fork. What else? You even got chopstick. What you need to do, what you do is, it's got this other attachments. So you attach it in here. Oops. God. So it's brilliant, and it's so compact. You just throw it in your bag, and that's it. There's also a knife, and then there are the chopsticks. So I think it's really good. And so yes, I am Russian. Thank you so much for actually watching until this very end.